CBS comedy's final episode, which airs May 16th, will see Parsons and Bialik stepping back into the shoes of their beloved characters from The Big Bang Theory, Sheldon Cooper and Amy Farrah Fowler, respectively. Parsons is an executive producer and narrator for young Sheldon, while Bialik has provided voiceovers for 2 episodes of the show, including the season 4.
Mayim Bialik recently responded to Jim Parsons' dismissal of a potential The Big Bang Theory reboot, expressing her openness to revisiting her character, Amy, if the opportunity arose. While Parsons, who played Sheldon, is currently uninterested in reprising his role, Bialik acknowledged the continued fan interest in the show and said she would be happy to return if a meaningful story emerged. Despite the show's ongoing popularity, the chances of a full reboot soon are slim, especially without Sheldon. However, Bialik has shown enthusiasm for participating in the upcoming Big Bang Theory spin-off centered around characters like Stuart, Denise, and Bert, and she would be willing to reprise her role in that project. Additionally, Bialik hinted at the possibility of a Blossom reboot, although it may not follow the original sitcom format. Mayim Bialik counters Sheldon actors' comments on a potential The Big Bang Theory reboot, with all due respect to Jim. Mayim Bialik counters Jim Parsons' comments about the possibility of a The Big Bang Theory reboot. It has been more than 5 years since The Big Bang Theory ended with a 2-part special that saw Sheldon and Amy winning the Nobel Prize in Physics. Despite being an ensemble show, the CBS sitcom shifted its focus towards the fan-favorite couple towards the end of the project for an uneven final year. Chuck Lorre and his team were still able to stage a largely satisfying send-off to the Pasadena gang, but considering its continued popularity, questions about the revival persist. When asked about the matter, Bialik has a markedly different stance on doing The Big Bang Theory than Parsons in a new interview with Yahoo Entertainment. The Sheldon actor shut down the possibility when asked about it, although he admitted that life is long and anything can still happen. All he knows is that, for now, he is not open to the idea. Bialik, however, acknowledges the continued interest in the Pasadena gang and is more than happy to jump back into the shoes of Amy. Read her full quote below. With all due respect to Jim, I think that there's a lot of interest and love for these characters and I'd be super happy to get to revisit it in any way. I think we all really have a lot of respect for the brand as it were and for what we were able to create. I was thrilled to get to still work with Jim and do some stuff on young Sheldon. But for me, I understand the specialness and would love the opportunity to revisit Amy if it ever came up. What no Sheldon would mean for a Big Bang Theory reboot. Like young Sheldon's cancellation, The Big Bang Theory ended not because there was a lack of interest in it. The nerd-centric sitcom wrapped up because Parsons decided to leave the show after season 12. Technically, the rest of the cast could still have continued the series, since the majority of them were open to staying. That said, they eventually realized that The Big Bang Theory needed Sheldon, so they decided to bow out as a complete cast. Even if the other cast members wanted to do the revival, not having Sheldon would likely cause the plan to collapse. Those who want to participate can stage The Big Bang Theory reboot, but it will not be nearly as satisfying without Sheldon. As annoying as he was the glue that kept the core characters together. On the rare occasions that he wasn't at the center of its storytelling, he always managed to steal scenes with his antics. Part of it was due to the character's writing and the rest was because of Parsons' performance. Therefore, even if the other cast members wanted to do the revival, not having Sheldon would likely cause the plan to collapse. Our take on a Big Bang Theory reboot in 2025. Somehow, time flew, and half a decade has passed since the Pasadena gang said goodbye. Despite that, The Big Bang Theory's popularity remains, thanks to its availability via streaming platforms, not to mention through constant reruns on TV. In terms of the timeline, CBS can certainly already develop either a reboot or revival of the show. There have been other shows that came back quicker than that, and they ended up being a success, such as Criminal Minds. The Big Bang Theory was more popular during its original broadcast, so it also has a good chance of recapturing its audience. Realistically, however, the chances of that happening in 2025 or even the next couple of years are very slim. For starters, Laurie is busy with Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, which is essentially young Sheldon's sequel. Aside from that, he is also working on Stewart's Big Bang Theory spin-off. No release date has been set, but the project has been in development for quite a while now, which means that it can easily start production in the coming months. Because of this, seeing the original characters reunite may take a little while longer. When might the Big Bang Theory reboot happen? While Parsons is not interested in the idea of reprising Sheldon now, he also knows that he cannot say for sure that he will never be involved in a Big Bang Theory reboot. Several members from the cast have expressed their enthusiasm for the idea of stepping back into that famed world, especially if people still want to see them and there's a good story to tell. That said, it's also worth noting that everyone from the Big Bang Theory cast are busy with their respective projects, which makes it tricky to coordinate their schedules for the proposed endeavor. Taking all moving pieces into consideration, a Big Bang Theory reboot will likely not happen for a few more years. Even then, it might not even be a full-blown revival of the show. Instead, it could be a limited run, which has its cons. The biggest downside is that it won't be long, but it has a higher chance of featuring the complete original cast, including Parsons. If that is still difficult to pull off, CBS can look at what Max did for the Friends reunion in 2021 and stage something similar for a one-time special. Mayim Bialik has revealed she is 100% willing to return for the upcoming Big Bang Theory spin-off. The actress played Dr. Amy Farrah Fowler for 9 years on the CBS sitcom. Bialik's former co-stars Kevin Sussman, Brian Posehn, and Lauren Lapkus have been recruited to reprise their Big Bang Theory characters in a Spin Zero FF pilot from series co-creator Chuck Lorre. The project is currently untitled and there's no official plot synopsis yet, but fans can be assured it will center around popular BBT characters Stuart Bloom, Denise, and Bert Kibler. Mayim Bialik would have no qualms about returning for Big Bang Theory spin-off. In a recent TV Line interview, Bialik admitted she knew little about the new Big Bang Theory spin-off but was already willing to sign up. "I would 100% reprise Amy," she said. "I have no qualms about that. I think it would be fantastic. I know that people have such a special attachment to all of these characters. I read about the spin-off, like everybody else, but I'd love to get a call, sure. Would 100% reprise Amy. I have no qualms about that." Bialik has had the chance to revisit Amy since The Big Bang Theory wrapped, as she has guest starred in multiple episodes of the prequel series Young Sheldon. The actress reunited with Big Bang Theory co-star Melissa Rauch on a recent episode of NBC's Night Court, playing a fictionalized version of herself. Bialik's Night Court guest appearance gave her the opportunity to once again work on the Warner Brothers lot, where she'd spent so many seasons with The Big Bang Theory. "I get that feeling when I drive by the Big Bang Theory stage. That's where I was.